Okay, so this is our chat app. I'm gonna start up the server, and this is the port that we chose. So now it's listening on this port for clients, and then Zoe's gonna create 2 clients on her machine.
I'm gonna do this way, and then I wanna enter a username, and then I can just send a message.
And then on the server end, it shows you who's joining, where the connection is coming from.
And I'm gonna join on this one as
So
well.
yep, so this is the second client here.
Send a message.
Okay. And then for an extra credit feature, instead of doing Control C, we can do slash shutdown, and then it shuts down the whole server. But on the client end, you have to do slash
Slash
exit.
X. And boom.
hmm
Yay.
And then, well, yeah.
Okay, now what? Do we do our code?
Yes. Is that it?
Okay, you go first.
Okay.
You go first.
Okay, and then this is the code for the chat server. So I can explain briefly like how it works. So at the top we have a struct right here, a client struct, which has a client array, and then we have 2 mutexes, one to protect the client list, and then the other one to protect the shared chat history file. And then each client connection is handled on its own thread in handle client, which is right here. And it just basically reads the username and then in a loop receives messages, logs them to the history file, and then uses the broadcast to send them to other connected clients. And just like we showed earlier, if a client types exit, then it disconnects and we clean up their slot and close their socket. And then for the extra credit, this is this section right here. Um, we added shutdown server and a console thread. So the console thread watches standard input, and when we type slash shutdown in the server terminal, it will do that graceful shutdown and notify all clients. And then, closes their sockets, logs the shutdown. And then you can also do control C or the kill command, but it's just a nicer way to do it, like slash shutdown or slash exit. And then in main, we initialize the clients, open the history file, set up the listening socket on our port, and then start the console thread. And then it's going to sit in an accept loop, which is going to be right here. And that just creates a new thread for each client. So yeah, that's basically the core of the server. It just has one thread per client, and then the shared data protected by mutexes and a console shutdown command. So yeah, so I can show her client code briefly.
I'm just gonna do this quick. So I have a bunch of like helper functions here. This is gonna be the struct for the client data. I'm gonna use this in like all my helper functions. And my thread functions here. This is gonna be the receive handler. And this is my send handler. These are gonna be essential. They're basically gonna be in a loop until the client stops running. And then this is my main. I start by doing a lot of aesthetic stuff. Then I make or I prompt for the username, and then I make a thread to send that user to the server. And then I make a thread for to receive messages and to send messages, and they're going to be running at the same time. And then I'll wait for both threads to finish, and that's it. That's the client.
Yeah,
Yay!
yep, and that's our little chat app.
Yay!
Okay, and then also, all of like the chats are saved into a file called chat history. So I removed it up here just so that I can show you how it generates. So if I do this, we can see that it's right here, and then um, I can show you like what's inside. And yeah, it basically just has everything that Soy set up here with her 2 fake clients. And yeah, that's basically it.